Okay. All right. So back to what I have for you. Yes, so let's get right into it. So this is about how to monetize your skills. And this particular session is powered by the Upgrade Circle. So what is the Upgrade Circle? The Upgrade Circle is a growth community where people come together to learn high demand skills, share knowledge, and support each other on the journey. Please, if your mic is not muted, kindly mute it now so that there won't be any disruptions. Okay, are we good? Thank you very much. So I was saying that I was telling you about the upgrade cycle. Circle. So it's a growth community where people come together to learn high demand skills, share knowledge, and support each other on the journey to financial independence and personal growth. So I actually started this upgrade cycle because I realized that people want to learn skills. They have it in their plan that I want to learn this particular skill. But the issue is consistency. Sometimes they will start. I mean, I've been there where you start and then you are just struggling to continue. So I just thought about what if we have a community where you can actually be accountable to people in that community. If you're the kind of person that you're full of integrity, or you're the kind of person that you feel a type of way when you tell someone that I'm going to do something and you don't do it. There's a way when you tell me that I'm going to be submitting my report to you every day, and then you miss the day and I'm reaching out to you that what's going on. That would actually motivate you or push you to want to do what you're meant to do. So that's basically what the upgrade circle is about. You want to learn a skill, you want to be consistent for 30 days. This is a community you should belong. And one thing that I do is that when you apply, you tell me the skill you want to learn. I am a curriculum designer, certified curriculum designer. So what I do is I help you design a 30-day curriculum that would help you. So you know what to learn each day. Another issue that people have is, I don't even know what to learn. You understand? So there's no excuse of what to learn. I have prepared everything that you need to learn for you. If you want to know what the curriculum looks like, you can just go to our Instagram page, just search for the Upgrade Circle. One of the pinned posts on our Instagram page, there's a sample of what the curriculum looks like. So you'll be able to understand what I mean by designing curriculum. So it is a daily learning pattern that every day you know what to learn. And then I also put platforms where you can learn it, how you can learn it. And then every day you must have reflections, you must have action plan. So that's basically what the upgrade circle is about. So everyone has a skill that they want to learn. But the issue is that you don't realize that they can be turned to money. You understand? That's another aspect I'm driving into now. You have planned that, oh, I want to learn this skill, but you're struggling with, will I even be able to make money? You understand? Can I make money from this skill? That's another issue. Another issue is that people don't even know where to go to make money, from that skill. So those are the things I'm going to be taking you to today. So I want you to just relax, and then I want us to stay engaged. And then by the end of the session, you will walk away with clear, practical ways to monetize your skills. So in case you see that my face is going to this side, I have another screen here. So I'm trying to put my face on both screens. So before we dive in, I want you to just put in the comment section the skill you currently have or the skill you're planning to learn. Please, can we just quickly do that while I move to the next slide? So I just want to know in the comment section the skill you currently have, the digital skill you currently have, or you're planning to learn. Can we just do that very quickly? You can just say it to me. So I'm going to drop mine so that we can see. Okay. Okay. So please, I'm waiting for, so I don't want us to take time. So Tammy, I have copyright. Let me just state one. I have copywriting skill. Okay, so I can see Summer, the skill I currently have is copywriting and writing. And also, wow, that's a lot. Okay, I can see Iyanolu copywriting. Well, we have a lot of copywriters here. Okay, let me just like, can I have two more person and we we move to the next slide. Okay, I can see familiar content writing. Okay, they show our virtual assistant copywriting interesting. Moment with board, video editing, writing skill. Wow, like it's more like everyone has a skill in writing, because if you're a copywriter, of course you can write, and we have video editing. Okay, that makes sense. So, all right, Messi, the content creation, great. So now let's go to what our agenda looks like, the things that I will be looking at today. So what I want to take you through today is clear monetization parts. Okay, I want to teach you practical ways you can actually earn from your skills. Then from there we move to the pricing and simple packages. One big mistake people make is overcomplicating their services. So I want to show you how to start simple and then grow from there. A lot of times people ask you that, oh, I heard you're a content writer. Can you write something for me? How much do you charge? Then you're telling the person, what's your budget or what do you have? You need to first let them know your packages and how you charge. Not that you just said, how much do you want to pay me? No, it's not done that way. So you're going to be learning pricing and sample packages. And then we also cover how to find your first 3 clients, because until you land those first, few clients and all of that, there's no way you'll be able to know how this works. The moment you learn from your first client, your second client, your third client, you're getting it. So you know how to relate with more clients that are coming. So I'm going to give you strategies you can literally use, to get your clients. And also, the real examples and scripts. I'm going to be giving you scripts. You want to send code DMs, samples or templates that you can use, and then resources. I'm going to be sharing with you YouTube channels where you can learn how to monetize these skills. So because we have numerous digital skills, I decided that we're just going to focus on copywriting, content writing, virtual assistants, and then product management. So probably in our next live session, we'll pick other digital skills. So moving on, there will be time for question and answer as well. So please stay to the end if you have questions, and you can also write down your questions. Okay, so I believe we are excited. If you don't mind, you can just put in the comment section one thing that excites you most about this agenda. What's one thing that you are looking forward to in this agenda? I would like to know in the comment section, if you don't mind, what's one thing that excites you the most in this agenda? Okay, I'm waiting. So out of all these that we have for you, which one excites you the most? Can you just drop it in the chat? Okay, opportunities to learn, okay, monetize somewhere. Honestly, if I were to be the one listening to myself, I would pick monetization, because that's one part. Like we should make money. Money is good. Templates and resources, great. Thank you, thank you. All right, so let's move on. So one thing I want to do is I also want to share my story with you, because I believe that in the process of sharing my story with you, it will help you understand my journey. Okay, so I'm just going to take you a little into my journey, and then we move to straight into the skills that we are going to be learning from today. So I've been doing this for about 6 years. I mean, I got into digital. I started learning digital skill like 6 years ago. So that was 2020 during COVID time. So you remember during COVID, we couldn't work and all of that. And myself, at that time, I started out as a teacher. So that was when I started the process of teaching online. You understand? So because the school I was working with then decided that because we don't want our students to fail our exams, they had exams, I think immediately after COVID. So we had to start taking them during that time. So that was when I started experiencing, okay, so we can actually use these tools to teach. That was when I heard about Google Classroom and all other platforms that you can, teach students on. Now, there was a particular point where I want to show you this picture here. So this picture here, that's me. That's me teaching. This was how I started as a teacher. So as at that time, I had a friend that on her status, she's always posting about how she's making 600K in a week and all of that. As at that time, I was earning 20,000 naira. That was 2020. And I just thought to myself that what's this person doing differently? You know, the 20,000 naira before it even comes, like like it's gone. You already spent it before the money even touched your hand. So, I spoke with her, and then she told me about if I can bring whatever I'm doing to the internet, like if I can bring it online, that there is money online. And then she told me about digital marketing and everything in between. So at that time, she told me that I was going to get a course. I think then she told me that the course would be 30,000 naira or so. And I told her my salary was 20,000 naira. So how will I do it? So what I did was I started saving my salary. At a point, I saved like, let's say, like 70% of my salary then. So what I did then was that I would trek to my office. So the only money I kept was money to feed myself because I wanted to get that course. And I'm sharing this for you so that you know that there are times when people tell you to pay for something. A lot of us struggle to pay because we're like, oh, I can learn on YouTube and all of that. The value you will get when you have one-on-one with someone cannot be compared to sometimes what you are just hearing on YouTube, because when you're doing one-on-one with someone, you have access to the person, you can ask questions and all of that. So please, I don't want us to have this mindset of I don't have to pay. That's one of the reasons why I'm sharing my story, because I believe that in between this story, there are some things that you will learn. It's okay if you don't have the money, but you can actually save. So you can just give yourself, oh, I need to get this course in the next 2 months. How can I save to get it? You understand? I could take bike from my house to my office, but I knew that if I should remove the money for bike, there's no way I'll be able to get that money. And me, I already gave myself time that within the following month, I need to get this course, finish it, and then start implementing everything I learned there, right? So I was able to save the money, and then I got the course. And within 2 weeks, I studied the course. And in that course, I learned about digital marketing. I learned about copywriting. I learned about content writing. Now, I didn't immediately I finished the course. I didn't start any money like my friend. But you know that one thing that I noticed changed about me then was that every minute, every second, I'm thinking of different ways to start making money. So, I told you that particular course taught me content writing and all of that. That was when I published my first book. That's why this picture here. That's my book. And you know what happened then? I was just thinking that my students, the textbook they are using in class, it's too complex. I always complain, it's too complex, it's too complex. And I was just telling myself, how can I help these students? Since I'm teaching them, and my note is simple, I can convert my notes into a textbook. I just add 1 or 2 things to make it comprehensive, right? So that was how I started typing. So you know that because I've already learned content writing and all, I had to put all those things into play when writing my book so that it would be interesting for them to read. And so one thing that happened to me was after I read about digital marketing, one thing that I learned from it is that every now and then you must be thinking of what problem is going, like what is the problem that people are facing right now? How can I solve it? You get? So at that point, I was still earning my 20,000 naira. But the moment I figure out that my students are facing the problem, I can solve it. I started writing. And one thing is that opportunity will always come. Help will come the moment you take action. Do you understand? While I started writing, one day my boss just said, you told me you are writing something. Are you done writing it? I said, yes, sir. And he said, okay, I think I have someone that can help you publish it. That's how he told one of his friends that's into printing press, person should come to the office. And he said, can I see what you typed? Funny thing is that I was already done typing everything, my references and all of that for the textbook. And he just told me that, okay, I'm going to invest into this. I'm going to give you half of the money that I'm going to use to publish it. And that was how help started coming, because I can't publish any book with 20,000 naira now. But because there was already something, help came. It's just like when you plant a seed and you are watering it. You understand? It will grow. So I already planted a seed that this is the book, and then help came from everywhere, and I was able to publish the book. Now, the moment I was done publishing the book, I started making money. So there's no day that people will not buy. Now, I want to tell you one thing before I move, because I think the story is getting too long, but I just hope that you are picking one or two things from it. Now, there was another problem that I now noticed, that then I was staying in Lorry and I realized that they do not really value the book. You can tell someone that, oh, this book is for so amount. They'll be telling you that just this small book, I can't pay this amount for it. Can you sell it for this amount? So I just thought about what better way can I sell this textbook? Then I just thought about, okay, what if I started teaching this? So then I was taking them religious studies, that's CRS. I said that let me create a YouTube channel and start teaching students, on that same topic. I mean, that same subject on YouTube. That was how I created my YouTube page. You can check out my YouTube page. This is my YouTube channel, Andrew Study with Temi Influencer. So you can screenshot if you want to check later. So you know that I just noticed, okay, if my students are having this problem with their what's called with this subject, there are some other centers in town then that they were calling me, to come and teach their students. They were giving me contract. Can you teach my student for 4 weeks? Can you teach my student for 3 weeks and all of that? And I just realized that there are students in other states that are writing the same exam that might be having the same struggle. You can see that I've identified another problem. You get? That was how I started the YouTube channel, and I started teaching on YouTube. Do you know that when I started teaching, at the end of each video, I talk about this textbook? And that was how people started buying from different states, Imo State, Adamawa, like different states in Nigeria. And funny thing is that when I give them a certain price, they were buying it. They were not even negotiating because I taught them and it was simple enough. You understand? So they believe that for someone to teach in this way and it's simple, the textbook will definitely be loaded. So I've given value, and now they feel like they can trust me. Imagine someone that has not seen me and sending me money that I want you to help me send 10 copies. I want you to help me send 20 copies. So the reason I'm telling you all this story is that you have the copywriting skill, you have the video editing skill. Don't just wait for someone to contact you. Where you are, think of problems. You understand? Be creative. What is the problem that I feel people might be? If you are not thinking about it, it will even come to you. That's the funny thing. It's until you see that you think that it will come to you. So think of this skill that I have now. How can I start selling it to people? What are the things that I can do? And it will definitely come to you. The moment you take your time to reflect and think about it, it will come to you. You get? So that was how people started buying, and then I started earning more than what I was even selling in Ilorin at that time. You get? So from there, what did I learn? Initially, I learned digital marketing, content writing, and then I moved to YouTube channel. I'm selling on YouTube, right? And people started buying. Then after a time, I just realized, okay, what is going? People are evolving into AI. Then I decided that, okay, let me even go and learn how to use AI. I took a course on AI language and all of that. Funny thing was that when I took the course on AI language, I didn't even know what my plan would be. Like what I would use it for. I just said, let me just take it. You understand? I did that, and afterwards, someone also said there's how you can use generative AI for content. I paid for that too. All these things, they were not like the money was not really there, but I had to just do it because I know that, see, if you don't have money, you'll not even be able to achieve so many things. So that money is important, and you must get to a place where every week money is entering your account. You are not just waiting for your salary. So until you sit down and then you think of what can I do? What is the problem that people are facing that I can solve with the skill I have? That's how money will keep entering. Do you understand what I mean? So after that, I decided to learn the generative AI course on how to use AI for content, animation, and all of that. Do you know that the same person that taught me started recommending me to people because we did project and I submitted my project, and that was how I started doing all this. If you go to YouTube, you see that a lot of people that they are doing all these animations of Bible stories. I started doing it for people. You get? And the way it is, this people, we charge a lot. If you're asking me for a 10-minute video, I can ask you to give me 100,000 naira. So imagine I'm doing a 10-minute video for someone every week. That's me raking in 200K every week. And there are people that are making more if you have a large team. You understand? So when you see that there's an opportunity to learn, grab it. If you need to save to get that opportunity, get it. Even if you don't know what will I use this thing to do, I still get it first. The moment you have planted the seed, it will grow. You understand? So don't wait for everything to fall in place. Just ask yourself, what can I do with what I already know? Do you understand? What can I do with what I already know? The skill idea, what can I do with it? Just do something. Even if it's for you to create a YouTube channel, you're a video editor and you start editing videos and you're putting on your YouTube channel. When someone asks you that, oh, I heard you're a video editor, can I see what you can do? You can direct the person to your channel now. You are a content writer. You start writing on different things. You can start putting them on I've forgotten the name of this medium, right? And you can share your link with someone. This is what I've been able to do. You understand? So the reason I'm sharing this is to show that even if the money isn't coming in immediately, it doesn't mean your effort is wasted. So maybe you've spent your money to learn a skill before, and you are saying, "Oh, me, I've not even earned the money." The money will come. It's not a wasted effort. Look at how my own path went. This is my friend that showed me about digital marketing. She was making a lot of money. What she did was she created a course, right? And she was selling it too. Do you know that myself, I also created a course on how to use generative AI. I made money from it too. So you are thinking of different things that can make you earn money. Do you understand? So money might not show up now, but it will eventually, when you stay consistent, the moment you wear that garment of I'm a creator, I'm a creative, I must be thinking of ways to make money, those ideas will be coming, and then you start, earning money. So I believe that this story that I just shared with you about my journey, I mean, the little I could share with you. So the reason I added this picture is one of the AI image that I used. Do you know that it was through this AI program language that I learned that I realized that okay, I could even use AI to create handbooks for schools. And one funny thing about this skill is that when you charge per hour. Sometimes you give them flat rate, you get. But what I'm trying to let you know that the money you get from it is huge. So if you can learn it well and be consistent and put your work out there, you are going to be rich in no time. And that's my own goal. That's the goal of Upgrade Circle. It's not just for you to just learn skill. It's for you to learn how to monetize the skill. And then you start making money. I'm after quality education. That's one of the SDG goal that I'm trying to advance. Quality education, and then you being able to make money. You being able to be independent. You understand what I mean? So that being said, let's just move to copywriting. Okay, I think I took so much time telling you my story, but I believe you have gotten something from what I just shared with you. So let's just go to copywriting. I want to explain what copywriting is because I believe that there are some people on this call that probably do not know what copywriting is. So on this call, I have um my champions, I call them my champions from the Upgrade Circle that don't writing for 30 days. They've learned content writing, they've learned product management, and they've learned virtual assistance for 30 days. So I believe that they already have the knowledge, but for the sake of people that are just joining and they do not have the knowledge, that's where I'm going to be sharing with you the definition and then ways to monetize, which is the main thing I want to teach you today. So copywriting means writing words that sell. That's just the simple definition. If I want to go further, I will say that it is writing words that make people take action. Like now, when you know there are some people that when they are selling a product, when you read what they wrote, even if you don't have the money, you will look for it. Because the way they will put all the sweet things, all the benefit, all the features, you will not know when you say, I think I have to buy this. If some people market iPhone to you, even if you're using Samsung, you'll be like, I bet I should go and get this phone. So copywriting is when you use words to make people take action. Like they're buying a product, they're signing up for a course, they are clicking a link to get something. So it's not just about you sounding good, it's about selling through your words. You coin your words in a way that people will be able to say, I'm going to buy this product. So you just think of it like being a salesperson. Right? Think of it as being a salesperson, but instead of talking to people face to face, you convince them with your words. You convince them with your words. So I wrote here, I said, who needs it? Who are the people that, if you're a copywriter, who needs your service? We have businesses, coaches, You get, there's some business owners that they don't they have what to say, but they don't know how to coin their words. They don't know how to coin their words. So that is where you come in as a copywriter. That I can see that you can sell this thing, that you're selling this thing. You're not getting customers. I know what to do. Let me give you an instance now. When you see all these adverts on TV, the scripts that they say is not just the script writer that put it together. Copywriters help them to put those things together. That's why when you listen, be like, I like this ad. I'm even going to get this product. You get, so if you're a copywriter, you are meant to be looking out for those people that business owners. Is there anyone in my area that probably their business is online that I can write for, or they even want to design a flyer? You get, you can write for them for that flyer, and that people will see the flyer and then they want to what? They want to patronize the person. You get. Then we have coaches, people that maybe what they do is that they coach people like, oh, I'm a what do we call them now? I'm a purpose driven coach, or I teach people on how to succeed in life, and they just need people to subscribe for their class. You help them write, oh, if you write this, people will subscribe for your class. You understand? So a lot of people, one thing that you need to identify first is, who are the people that need this my skill that I want to sell? So like I said, businesses, e-commerce brands, they need product descriptions. They need you to help them write for their email campaigns. They need you to help them write for their adverts. Then all these coaches, all these course creators, they need sales pages. For example, now you want to buy a course, they will direct you to like their website, their landing page. It's copywriters that write all those things for them. That when you read it to the end, you'll be seeing at every second, you are seeing, click on this link to join, click on this link to buy. Is the work of copywriters. They know the exact place to put all those things so that you can join. You get, they know the exact place to put all those things that even you will join straight up that no, I think I need to buy this product. You get, so that's what you do. And then we have startups, people that are just starting up their business. They also need newsletters to attract customers. So that's where you come in as a copywriter. Now, ways to monetize. Let's look at some real ways you can make money with this skill. Freelance projects. For example, hard email landing pages. What does this? This means working with businesses on one-off projects. So as a copywriter, you can say that you want to work with someone that someone that is into business, that, oh, I want to work for you on one-off projects. For example, now, let's say I have a bakery, right? I can tell you that I want to put my bakery on Facebook. Can you write a Facebook ad for me that can convince people to buy cake? Let's assume that they did not even contact you. Maybe you see that I always talk about my bakery on Facebook. You can reach out to me. Do you understand? Like, so those are ways to monetize your skill. That I can help you write an ad. I can help you write something that would help people buy what you are selling, that will convince people to buy what you are selling. You understand? Or it could be an online coach. They might want to pay you to write emails for them, to encourage people to register for their course. So that's where you come in. So you can monetize your copywriting skill by doing freelance projects. Like I mentioned, a landing page, like a website page, where people go to take action. You can do that for them. And then I wrote here, retainers for brand. That's another way to monetize your skill. Retainers for brand. What does this mean? This is when a company pays you every month to keep writing for them. So I believe that I'm dishing out all these things. You're already looking at companies that you can reach out to after this call. That, okay, in case you need someone to be doing this for you, I'm there. So for example, now, let's say a skincare brand. They need someone to keep writing product descriptions for them. Maybe they need someone to start writing social media captions that will sell. They need someone to start writing email campaigns. You see people that will be sending emails to you every once a week. At the end of the email, you see, if you want to get this course, click on this link. That's the work of copywriters. So instead of paying you once, they put you on a monthly contract. That's what retainers mean. You understand? Maybe like, so every month they tell you, help me write for social media caption, help me do this. They pay you every month. You understand? So that's another way to monetize your copywriting skill. So they might decide that they want to pay you 500K every month, 200K. So that's a retainer. Okay. And then we have ghostwriting for thought leaders. So as a copywriter, you can also monetize your skill in this way. Ghostwriting means you write, but someone else's name goes on it. So I can tell you that, oh, I want you to help me write on this. I'm very busy, but I want to start posting smart articles on LinkedIn, but I don't have the time. You can do that. I know someone that she told me that there's a pastor that wants to be posting on LinkedIn, and she decided that she DM'd the pastor that, sir, I can be helping you with your post. You can probably send me voice note of what you want to post. I put it into writing, or just tell me what your content is like, and then I'll be writing. So you can write articles for them, and then they post it as if they wrote it. They get the fame, you get the money. So that's another way to monetize your copywriting skill. Then the last one I have here is launch copy packages. Launch copy. So this is when a business is launching something new, like a course, a fashion line, a new app, and they need all the words written for the launch. Like they need you to help them write everything, their sales page, their social media ads, even the script for their webinar. They need you to help people all those things. So you can package all of that and charge a good fee. So this is what I mean. So let's say now I created an app. You understand? And then I want all the words that we use to launch my app. When I'm launching the app, I'll send emails. Let's say the app I'm launching is for let's say teachers, right? Maybe I want them to be able to use the app to get all the resources that they need to teach. And I'm reaching out to you as a copywriter that please, I want you to help me put out all the words that will be needed for my launch. So I'll be hosting a webinar. Help me write my script, everything I'm going to say. So that if you're writing my script, it has to be convincing, right? So that they would subscribe or download the app. Then the sales page, social media ads, and all of that. So as a copywriter now, I believe that you're already thinking of which of these ones do I want to jump on, And let me quickly say this. There are times that you have to just do it and you won't get paid. You can volunteer. You understand? I got certified as a product manager. That was 2022. And for about 3-4 months, I volunteered with a company. I was not paying and I was doing my work well. I did that because when people ask me, have you done this before? I can easily say, yes, I've worked on this project before. I've done this before. Do you understand? So please don't say, oh, until someone wants to pay me. There are times that there was a particular company that I designed curriculum for. And when I was on, they told me to help them add a particular, course that was not in the contract. But that was my first contact with the company, right? And they were not planning to pay me for that. But I did it for them because I just felt like this is my first contact. Let me just do it. I'll get good recommendation. That same company recommended me to another person. So that is how it works. Sometimes you might just have to just do free projects so that you will have something to show that this is my portfolio, this is what I've done. So copywriting is not about writing long English that I can write. It's about using simple, persuasive words that move people to take action. So remember that this session is not to teach you what copywriting is. You definitely need to go and learn more on it. But what I want to let you know is that there are ways to monetize your skill as a copywriter. So don't just stay and be waiting for people to contact you. You already know the people that need your service now, and you already know ways to monetize it, right? Please, if I'm still communicating and everything I'm saying is not complex, can you just give me a thumbs up so that I will know? Please let me know if I'm communicating, if I'm not making it complex for you, or you can just use the chat so I can know. Please, are we learning? Are we learning, please? Okay. All right, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you, everyone, for the feedback. Okay, so let me just go right back into it. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so let's go to content writing. let's go to content writing. So for content writing is all about writing to inform, to engage, or educate. So that's basically what content writing is about. Is creating written materials that educates people, inform them, or entertains your audience. So you're thinking about blog posts, thinking about website pages. Okay, hold on, please. All right, I'm trying to add someone. Okay, so you're thinking about ghostwriting articles, script for YouTube videos. That's content writing. So the goal is usually to attract people, keep them engaged, and sometimes move them to take action. You get. So when you're a writer, a content writer, don't just streamline it to I'm writing on social media, I'm writing on LinkedIn. At a point in my life, I was writing story scripts for people that have YouTube channel that like all these Bible stories. I sell my scripts. You can imagine something as simple as that, like, oh, I want to tell me write a script on the story of Esther. So what they want me to do is that the story of Esther in the Bible, I should turn it into a script, like a movie script that people will watch and enjoy. As a content writer, you can make money like that. You understand? So let's talk about the people that need your service as a content writer. The people that need your service as a content writer. I wrote here, I said, people that own blogs, they need your service. So one thing you can do is you can start searching for people that you have a blog. I can be writing for your blog, or YouTubers. You can reach out to them. Please, even if it's a comment section that you post it, please, I can be writing script for you. You understand? Or startups, online coaches, I can help you put all these things together. So when you are thinking of ways to monetize it, let's look at ways to monetize your skill as a content writer. What are the ways in which you can monetize your skill as a content writer? Now, we have per article or blog packages. What does this? This means writing blog posts or articles for websites. So people actually hire content writers to write for their website. So you already know who to reach out to. And then another thing I need to know is that if you are reaching out to someone that owns a blog that I want to write, that means you must have things to show them that, oh, I've been writing. You get. And that's why I mentioned earlier that for example, a platform like Medium, you can start putting your write-ups on it. And let me also say something. So as a content writer, if you want to write it for all these blogs and all, you should streamline your niche. Let's say you want to be writing on finance, or you want to be writing on finance or education. Fine. So you know that when people put it out there, I need a writer for this particular niche, you already have lots of write-ups on that particular niche that you can show that these are the things I've done. When they read it and it resonates with them, they will employ you. But you can't just say I'm a writer and they're wondering, okay, what have you written? Oh, I can write a sample for you. You must have all those things, all those articles, you must write them down. You must have a place to show people that, oh, look at what I wrote here. You understand? So, for example, now, a travel website, they might pay you to write 10 best places to visit in Lagos. As simple as that, too. Like, please, my website is for travelers, people that are curious about what's happening in Lagos, what if I come to Lagos, what am I going to enjoy? So that might be what you want to be writing on traveling content. Your own what's it called now? You can monetize by script writing for videos. You get. Do you know that when I was putting this slide together, and then came to me that your own writing might be to just be people that analyze movies. I've forgotten what we call them. That what you just a new movie is out now, you write about it. You know that's another way of marketing. Now, when people realize that you are in that niche, that this person is always writing. If you know Cinema Pointer on Instagram, that's one of the things he does. You know that some people reach out to him to say, or her, I don't know who owns it, can you write about my movie? Now, when people write his review, yes, you're reviewing a movie. He's also part of content writing. People want to go and watch that movie. So the moment they know that you're in that niche, I can produce a movie today now and reach out to you that, please, can you write about it? You tell me this is the amount I charge and I pay you. So those are ways to monetize your content writing skill. So like I said, I can tell you, write about 10 best places to visit in Lagos and I pay you. You get. I can even say, write 4 articles for me in a month. I'm going to pay you for that. You understand? So many companies, especially blogs, startups, media websites, they're always looking for what? For fresh content. And that is where you come in as a content writer. So I talked about script writing for videos and podcasts. You know, not everyone on, please, I want to quickly send this link to someone. Please, please one second, please. I realized that some people said they didn't get my mail, so I don't know what's going on. Well, let me just quickly share. So sorry, please pardon me. Okay. All right, thank you very much. So I was saying that script writing for video podcasts. Okay. Yeah, I think this is better. So sorry, I got carried away with my explanation. I should have put it in presentation mode. I'm so sorry. I'm just so passionate about dishing out what I have for you. I think this is better now. All right. So script writing for videos, podcast. Not everyone on YouTube or podcast can write engaging scripts. You get, but they already have the audience that will watch their YouTube channel. So imagine a YouTuber who wants to make a video about how to start a business with little capital. And they just tell you that you can be the person who write the script that guides what they will say. So I can tell you that, oh, I want to create a video to teach people how to start a business with little capital. Now, that is your own niche. You always write about startups, how startups are running their business, even with small money. You know that as a content writer, you're also a researcher because you can't just write based on your head knowledge. You must read. So they must also know that it's through those things that you've written that they'll be able to know that this person is indeed knowledgeable about this particular niche. So I don't know if you have thought about this, that someone tells you that, please, let me write on how to start a business with little capital. So content writing is not just about story. People write about a lot of things. So you can be the person who write the scripts, that the person will use, for the channel. Then the same thing applies to podcasts. If someone runs a show but doesn't know how to structure the ideas, you can write the full episode script for them. So as I'm saying all these things, I hope you are jotting them down. Now, if you are the type that listen to podcasts, you already know people you can start sending DMs that, please, in case you need someone that can help you write, I will write it for you. You get, in fact, you can even tell them that, okay, my package, I can write one for you for free. That's if it's comfortable. I'm not saying do it for free, but if you feel like it's comfortable, there are a lot of times that I do free things, for people, because I just believe that when I do that, they might recommend me. You get, so you just do that and let the person feel what you can do, let the person see what you can do. So script writing for videos, podcasts, you can monetize your skills through that. And then ghost writing articles and ebooks. I already explained ghost writing when I was talking about copywriting. So it means you write, but your name doesn't appear. So for example, a busy online coach might want an ebook called How to Build Confidence in 30 Days. And you're a guru in writing on building confidence. That's what you know how to. So there's some people that when it comes to psychological stuff, that's their own niche. So you can be a doctor, right? And you're into content writing, and what your content is all about is the medical line. You get. So don't streamline yourself to, I can only write on this. At least if it's 3 niche that you start with, then eventually when you have gotten a name for yourself, you can now say, I want to stick to one particular niche. You get. Personally, when I write on finance, I write on education, I write on personal development. Then I write on the use of AI for educators. So you know that when you're thinking of content about AI, you can reach out to me. Like, oh, this person has been writing on AI. This person, I should be able to make use of this person's service. You get so, and when you write, it won't carry your name, definitely. You get the money, they get the fame. So they don't have the time to write it. They pay you to write for them, they publish it in their name, and then you get paid quietly. No noise. You're just balling and just doing your own thing. So same thing with blog articles. There are people that they have blog, but they don't know how to write. You write for them. So but they want their name on it. So you just help them write, and then you're making money. So the last thing I mentioned there is content strategy for small brands. Content strategy for I hope you are jotting things down. And please, if you have questions, please drop them. We'll definitely have time I will have time to answer your questions. So another way to monetize your skill as a content writer, right? Content strategy for small brands. So what you're trying to do is that you are helping them to plan their content. You get so a small business, for example, now let's say a fashion brand now, they may not know what kind of content to post every week. You as a content writer, that's where you come in. I can help you write. I can help you write. You start sending DMs. Oh, I can write for. Do you know that there are a lot of people that they can send 100 code DMs in a day? Maybe one will reply, but you are still making your money. Do you understand? So that's how it works. So this is not just about writing. You are helping them to plan the content to post on a daily basis. So let's say now you can tell them, I'm going to create a plan for you. On Mondays, post fashion tips, right? And then share customer stories. Fridays, post styling videos. Then you're just giving them different ways to put out those contents. You get so you're making your money in different ways. As a content writer, you have to be innovative. You don't just stay there. I want to wait till somebody contact me. No, you can't wait to. So be thinking of different ways that you can make money. Act as their content guide. Help them stay consistent. So content writing is not just about you typing words, you're typing story every day. Think of how you can use your writing to create value for businesses, for creators, for brands. Do you get? Now let me move on to virtual assistants. Virtual assistants. So that is the skill, right? But if you are the person that you're offering the skill, they call you a virtual assistant, right? Or VA. And almost everyone in Nigeria is a virtual assistant. It's not a bad thing, honestly. So far you know how to do your work well, you are good to go, right? So a virtual assistant or VA is simply someone who helps businesses or busy people stay organized and productive by handling tasks online. That's what you do as a virtual assistant. You help people stay organized, you help them stay organized and productive by handling tasks online. So think of yourself as a right-hand person who keeps things running smoothly without being physically present. So now, what are the people that need your service? Entrepreneurs. For example, I have a lot of things that I'm trying to do for myself, and I might need a virtual assistant to help me, help me schedule my emails, social media, carry out my research and all of that. I think someone wants to come in. Just give me a second. Okay. Let me quickly add someone. Sorry. Okay. Okay. I think the person has joined. All right. So please let me take note of people that are trying to join. Please, so they won't miss out. It's kind of distracting me. So keep looking at the where we have people and please add them up so that I won't be distracted. So sorry, everyone. Yeah. So I was talking about virtual assistants, right? So you help businesses, you help individuals run their day-to-day task, scheduling, email, social media. You can even do research for them. Like now, maybe I have a speaking engagement, and then I can tell my virtual assistant, let me do research on this topic, and then you put my words together. So you are like my support system. You keep me organized. Now, how can you monetize your skill? Because one thing that I realized is that everyone, they put on LinkedIn, I'm a virtual assistant and all of that, and I'm just waiting for someone to contact them that, can you work for me? You don't have to wait till someone contacts you. So we have busy entrepreneurs and coaches that they need help with admin, scheduling, or even client communication. We have small businesses and startups that they cannot afford full-time staff, but they need part-time support. You get, we have content creators, we have online creators, we have influencers that they need help managing emails. Imagine an actor, you have locations to go to, you still need to put content on your social media page so that people can know that I'm seeing this active business, so you can reach out to me. So they need help managing their emails, collaborations, editing, and all of that. You get, there was someone I was talking to, person, a virtual assistant, and she told me that what she does is beyond email. She even manages people's social media pages. You understand? So don't streamline your work to it's not just to reply emails. No, think beyond that. So I said ways to monetize. Hourly support. We have 1 hour more to go, and then we'll be done. We'll be finishing by 8, I promise. Or most likely 7:30. So I'll just try to rush so that I won't take too much of our time. So ways to monetize as a virtual assistant. Hourly support. What does this mean? So this means you get paid for the hours you work. So which means you can work for different people. For example, now let's say I'm a business coach, right? And then I have about 200 unread emails. It happens. You see people WhatsApp, they've not even replied to about 100 messages. That's where a virtual assistant comes. I can give you access to, okay, can you help me reply my WhatsApp? I'm not so sure if people do with WhatsApp, though, but I'm just trying to give you a relatable example. So let's say I have about 200 emails I've not read. Do you understand? In my inbox, and then you're my virtual assistant. Instead of me going through all of them, I can pay you as a virtual assistant to organize those emails for me. You get? So what I mean by organizing is that, let's say now that some emails might be let's say emails about maybe I need to pay for something. You get? Invoice. Maybe someone sent me an invoice. Emails might be about meetings I have that I need to, attend. Some email might be maybe business collaboration. So you can, as the virtual assistant, you help me organize those emails. There's a way you label those emails so that when I want to attend to them, it's very easy for me to say, oh, I need to attend to this email. This one is about invoice. Let me attend to all my emails that has to do with invoice. Let me attend to all my emails that has to do with what? With collaboration and all of that. So that's what you do as a virtual. So you can decide that you want to work for me, hourly support. I can work for you for 2 hours. You pay me this amount of money for this hour. So maybe you're working for someone and work is not coming for you. You can put it down. I'm a virtual assistant. I can help you do this for per hour. And you know how much you want to charge. So instead of me going through all those emails, I can even tell you to help me reply my clients. Maybe I'm going to pay you for 5 hours. I'm going to pay 5 hours of your time to help me reply my clients. Do you understand? So that's what hourly support means. So scheduling is another part. Do you understand? You could help me book client meetings. You can help me set up Zoom calls or even plan my weekly calendar so that I don't double book, for example, now maybe someone already booked me for this, and because I have so many things I'm doing, I might say, okay, I'll be available 6 p.m. Another person gave me 6 p.m. that same day. I say I'm available. There will be a clash. But that's work of virtual assistant. So you might not be working for me permanently. You understand? You might just decide, okay, if I reach out to this person, I don't mind working for you for maybe if you need me to organize your email, I can do that for you a day. People, they don't want to employ you. But if it's a one-off thing, they are good to go. So put yourself out there as someone that you can also do a one-off thing. You get, you can do hourly rate work. You understand? Then there is monthly admin packages that you can do. What does this mean? Some clients prefer a package instead of hourly pay. For example, now, you might offer a plan like 10 hours of support monthly. You understand? Like, I don't mind supporting you with any of your task, 10 hours monthly, and this amount. Maybe you tell the person that, okay, for 10 hours support monthly, you can pay me 100K, you can pay me 50K. For 20 hours monthly support, you can pay me what? 80K. You understand? All this amount that I'm saying, I'm not saying that's what you should charge you. I'm just giving you an example. You understand? So you, with this, you handle people's emails every month, scheduling, small admin task, consistently. They can help you to help me call this person, help me do this. Do you know that I know some virtual assistants that what they do, they put themselves out there that you are getting married, you need a virtual assistant for that day. You can hire me. Can you see? So don't just wait for, I'm waiting for one foreign client to reach out to me and employ me. Think of ways you can make money from what you have. So you can you can create a page for it. That what I do is a virtual assistant for wedding day. That's your own package. And one thing is that the moment you've done it so well and people's testimonials, you put it on your page, people can attest that, oh, she did it well and all of that. They will pay you. See, this thing I'm telling you about, I've done it before, even though it wasn't in a professional way, but my aunt paid me. I was not the chief bridesmaid, but I was more like the virtual assistant for that day. So now let me say something, because this virtual assistant thing, thank you, Holy Spirit, because it is virtual, you're thinking of an online thing, like I'm sending you information and all of that help me do this, help me do this. But what I'm trying to let you understand is that beyond the virtual assistant thing, that, oh, I'm working for someone virtually as a personal assistant, you can also bring it to the physical. I don't know if that hits home. You can also do it in the physical. It's not until when you I'm contacting you as virtually that, okay, I'm sending you the link to my email, help me do this. Before you become that virtual assistant that you have been trained for, remember the story I shared with you earlier? Think of ways that you can make that money now. So I was saying that I was not the chief bridesmaid. What I did for my sister that day, my aunt that day, was assistant. Every call I'm receiving it, I already know what to tell people. Gave them address to where we were and all of that. And at the end, immediately we were done, she got her hotel, she counted money and she gave it to me. She paid me for my work. So those are ways to make money. So don't just wait. You remember when I said what I started with was digital marketing? I didn't really even make much from that digital marketing, but I found different expression for it, and I started making money from it. So back to the third one here, ways to monetize your skill as a virtual assistant, social media or customer service VA. So now many businesses, they don't have time to manage their social media or to reply to customer questions. So as a VA, you could handle posting their content for them. You can help them reply their DMs or even answering customer inquiries like how much is your product. So you can position yourself as that kind of VA, that social media management, all of that. I can do that. You understand? People can ask questions. When will my order arrive? You'll be there to help them reply their the DM. So for example, now let's say I have a small fashion brand, and then I'm looking for someone to help me answer my DMs, my WhatsApp orders every day. You can position yourself as, I can help you do that. Okay. So sometimes even if you feel like you are inadequate, go and quickly learn how to do it. So that's why at the end of this session, I'm going to show you, at least give you 2 YouTube channels where you can learn these skills and become a pro. I have a brother that does graphic design, video editing. He told me that he just sat down on one particular channel on YouTube for maybe a couple of weeks, and that's how he got to know how to do it. So all these things that we're talking about, even if you just decide I want to dedicate 2 months to learn this thing, and then you start finding different expressions, start looking for problems and how you can solve it with that skill that you have, right? So don't streamline your VA work to answering people's email. Go and learn about social media management and how people will even be happy that, oh, this person is my VO. She can handle customer service part. She can do social media. You are all rounder. So you'll be getting a lot of money, right, from people. You get. So there's also the last one here, project and event support. So what project and event support is all about is maybe an entrepreneur is planning a webinar, right? Or they're planning a book launch, or it could even be an in-person event, and then they will need help. They might need your help in sending invites to people, creating registration forms, reminding participants, helping them to design Google form. Right now, when people are planning wedding, they do Google form. I don't know if you fill Google form for wedding before. I filled one, let's say, I think some months ago. So that might be what you'll be doing. You understand? Like, help me manage my list of attendees, help me remind my participants, people that are coming for my event, follow them up after the event. You get, that's project and event support. So now that I've listed all these things, if you're a virtual assistant and you are here now, start thinking of ways to monetize all these things I mentioned. Think of what to do. This is not a session where you are loaded with what to do and then you just go and sleep on it. Except you are not hungry to have money. You need to be hungry enough. There was something I heard from one lady on Instagram. She said what she usually do is anytime she makes money, let's say she makes 200K, she will send 150K to her father because she trusts her father to hold it. So she will hold 50K. She said the moment that 50K she done spending it, she knows that she needs to think of another way to make money. So as the moment that 50K is already empty 10K, she's already thinking of what else can I do to make money. And she said when she planned that out, that made her to be hungry. So every time she's thinking of what can I post on social media, this lady, she learned digital marketing and all of that. She's also a caterer. If she's not getting, and then she's also a coach. I think she coaches people on digital marketing and all of that. So if she's not getting order for food today, she's getting please come and coach me on something. Somebody is buying a course. You can see, so you can diversify. You can find different expressions for work for the skill that you have. So being a virtual assistant is not just typing emails, right? It's about helping people breathe easier, helping them to lift up their heavy load, taking the stress of small but important tasks off their shoulders. So as a virtual assistant, I already know that you can't streamline yourself to I can schedule email and all of that. Whatever skill that you need to add now, there are some tools that they use. Trello, what's this one? Why is this one not coming to my head? I've forgotten. There are some tools that virtual assistants use. Go and learn it. Go and learn it. Go and learn how to use those tools. There was a job opening that I saw on Instagram recently. The person said if you can use a particular AI tool, the job is yours. So that means you have to keep learning, so that you'll be able to, that there's no job they will push to you. You will say that I can do it because you can do it. Because you've learned it, right? So lastly, product management. We are almost done now. After this one, I'm just going to tell you where you can get resources and then maybe talk about pricing and then we are done. Okay, so please, if you have questions, do well to put your questions in your jotting note and then I'm going to allow you to ask your question. So let's talk about product management here. What is product management? So product management is guiding a product from idea to launch and growth, right? So it is turning an idea into something people can actually use and love. So a PM connects three things. What customer needs. So if you're a product manager here or you're an aspiring product manager, this is what you do. You find out what they need, what your business wants, and what the tech team can build. You get, so then you guide everyone to the finish line. That's your work as a product manager. So you turn ideas into real products or services. You also make sure that a product solves what real problem, that a product is built properly and get into the hands of the right people. Now, when you're talking about products, it is not only app, because when people hear products, what they're thinking about app, no, that's a product manager that it's the what's it called? The company they are working with is not even about app. You get. It's not, they are not digital product. Let me put it that way. They are not digital product. So who are the people that need your service, right? Startups that are building apps. That's one. Then we have SaaS. People, what's it called? Software as a service. Then we have e-commerce stores that are adding, let's say, features to their, maybe they already have an app, they're adding certain features to it. Let me just bring this home so that I will not, because I think like product management is something that might be complex. Other ones is very easy to understand. So this is what it means. Most likely everyone has a bank app on their phone. You get. So now, there are times when your bank will tell you that you should go and what's that word? Is it you've installed your app, then they tell you to go and upgrade or something, update your app because there's a new feature that has been added. Maybe the new feature is for you to be able to download your statement of account. Now, the product manager is the person in charge of that. So the idea of people need their statement of account to be, they don't have to come to the bank to come and get the statement of account. So as a product manager, okay, this is the idea that this is what the business wants. We want people to be able to print out their statement of account online. Now you find out your customers, do they really need it? Is this thing really hungering them? You understand? Is it a product that they will love? So when the moment you get that, now that feature of that you just click, you just write, I just click, and then it tells you that from which month to which month do you want your statement of account to be printed. People, the tech team came together to build that. So the work of the product manager is to make sure that that product, after there's what they call MVP, right? That means you want to test run the products in layman terms. We have created this product. Let's get maybe 10 users to try it, and let's see if this product is working well. So as a product manager, that is what you do. You make sure that your product is solving real problem. It is built properly. Let's say while you are doing that, it's not working well. What do you do again? You go back. And every time you iterate as a product manager, you get. So what you're making sure is that the right feature gets into the hands of what? Of the right people. So that's why I said people that need your service, people that are building apps, you get, you can reach out to them. People that coaches that are launching learning platforms. So that's why I said being a product manager is not just about an app. It might be a product as, let's say, a power bank. You get. That's the product that a company is pushing out. You are in charge of the product. You make sure. So now you're working with the technical team that are putting the product together. You are testing it to know if it's working as it ought to work. You understand? That's your work as well as a product manager. But one thing that is the issue with product managers is that you just see there are a lot of product managers on LinkedIn that they just put it there that I'm a product manager, employ me and all of that. But you could actually be doing what's it called? There are ways to monetize your skill as a product manager. So when I was working as a product manager, maybe if I share this story, you get to understand what I mean. That it's not just about app. The company I work for, what they do is they run, you know what Coursera is doing, Udemy. So what they do is they train people virtually for 2 months. So that's their own product. That's the product they are selling. You want to learn product management now. You go to their website, register, they teach you for 2 months, you do your project. That's their own product. So myself as a product manager, I need to put all things into play. What are we putting out there? So I have to rewrite what is on the website, push it to the copywriter to, copywriter send it to me. I look at it, okay, do this. So as a product manager, you know that you have to have knowledge of almost everything, because as they're pushing it to you, you must know if there's any mistake or whatsoever. You understand? So what I do then is that write everything that needs to be on the website. What I did my research as a project manager, you do your research. What are other companies charging? Your competitive analysis. What is their strength? What is their weaknesses? what do we call this? There are shortcomings and all of that. How can we come in? How can we make our product better? So that's what you do as a product manager, right? So let's assume that I want to launch my own product now, and you're a product manager. You can tell me that I'm going to work for you as a product manager from making sure that the idea that I have, I want to create an app for teachers, or I want to create a t-shirt. You can help me make sure that this idea becomes real product and it gets into the hands of my user. So I believe with this, all this my explanation, if this is your first time of hearing about product management, you already have an idea of what product management is all about. So ways to monetize, right? There's freelance consulting. So it's not until when a company employs you as a product manager, there's what we call freelance consulting. And what will you do? You can give short, advisory on a product because you know your onions about that product. You can do guide work. Someone share an idea with you, so they are consulting you as a product manager. That okay. So for example, there was someone that wanted to have like wanted to start a growth company, and the person reached out to me as a product manager that please can you tell me from your own experience, can you tell me how I can go about this company and all of that? That's consulting. So you can chat for that. So you have the person give clarity to the idea, define what their first version will look like, which is the MVP. You have them choose the core features. For example, now I said I want to produce a t-shirt. Now you can help me. Okay, if we put if it's going to be round neck or V-neck, which one will your user appreciate most? I don't know if this is bringing it home to you. Should we give it color? All those things. You are working with the designers, people that will design the t-shirt and all of that. So you're also setting timelines, you are setting priorities. Which one should we do first? Should we first talk about what should be on the t-shirt, the kind of hand it should have, and all of that? So people can reach out to you as a product manager. For example, myself now, my product management is in the niche of education. So let's say you have educational product, you can reach out to me, you can consult me. And for people that the product management is in the health sector, you want to create an health app or whatever, you can reach out to them. So as a product manager, you also need to have your own niche. Like, this is my niche, this is what I want to focus on, so that it will be easy for people to relate with you. Not like you are gbogbo niche, you are doing everything. You get. So consulting, advising startups on product strategy, how to put price on their products, features. So you can say, I'm a product manager. What I do is I help startups, I advise startups on how to put price and how to strategize, whatever. That's what you do. Do you get what I mean? So one example I will give you is that, let's say like a local fitness coach now, they want a simple app for class booking. Like, you need a coach to help you to, be fit and all of that. And they want to create an app so that everyone that wants to contact them can book for their service on that app. You can decide that, okay, I can help you interview 5 to 10 clients on this app. So let's say I'm the person that I'm the fitness coach, and then I'm consulting as a product manager. I can tell you, so what you will do for me, okay, I'll help you interview 5 to 10 clients, like people that I feel like they should be your potential customer. You get. I'll help you find what their real pay point is. You get. Then when you ask me, let's say now I'm not the one that still want to slim down now, you ask me questions, you find out if I really need an app, or I can easily go to the gym and get a coach. So as a product manager, you do all those findings for me and you tell me, okay, this is the result I get. So that means I'm consulting you. You get. So you can help me write a 1-page product brief of my that, okay, these are the things I think you should do. These are the features that should be on this your stuff and all of that. You get. They use you can use Notion, you can use Trello. You can even recommend a developer to the person you are working with. So as a product manager, please, you can position yourself as a freelance consultant. People can consult you, where you advise startups and all of that. Then you can help small businesses launch their digital products. So from what I said now, you can do like a 1-page product brief. Like, tell me about the idea you have. I will help you create a 1-page product brief for your idea, like the problem, the users, the end goals, and all of that. So you can package this now, Then if an idea dropped now, let me just share with you. As a product manager, I'm trying to keep to time. As a product manager now, do you know that even before someone reaching out to you to consult you, you can decide by yourself that, okay, I want to create an app for teachers. I want to put a package together that if you are in the educational sector and you want to create an app that will cover this, I have already written a product brief for you that you can use. That's what you are selling. That everything you need to do, your the problem, the user, everything I've done. If just like saying you reach out to the owner of WhatsApp. One problem that WhatsApp is having is how they reduce the quality of videos. And you as a product manager now, you have done your research, you have reached out to people that are using WhatsApp, you know what their pain points are. You already thought about, okay, how can we do this product? Where can this feature be? That when people want to upload their picture, their video, they can click on this and then it will not reduce the quality. You put everything together, and then anyhow you want to watermark it, that they will not steal it, fine. But you can just DM the owner of WhatsApp that I have this plan that I would like to share with you. I created a product brief on this feature that you can add to WhatsApp. So that means you are not waiting for them to consult you. You have even created it yourself. They are just eating people's DM. And this is what I have, this is what I have, and then what? And then they buy it from you. Do you get? So very quickly, short-term project contract. What does that mean? You own a small project from start to finish. So what it means is that, let's say I have a project that I want to run for 4 to 12 weeks, and I need a product manager to just come and help me with that project. So it's like one-off thing. After that, you move to another person. You get. So let's say I want to help me coordinate what's it called? Maybe the design team. I want to help me write user stories. As a product manager, you write user story. That's what they will use to know, okay, this is what the problem of the user, this is how we can solve it. So that might be what you position yourself as. I can write user stories for product owners. You get. And then you can help them write acceptance criteria. There's some people that what they just do is help you write FAQ. FAQ, like frequently asked questions for your product. They do research, they check other people's, your competitors, they look for the kind of questions people ask, and then they help you put your FAQ together. The product manager, that's what they do. You get. You do, you can help people, you can say that what I'm going to be delivering is project plan, success metrics, all of those things. So just think of ways to monetize your skill while you are waiting for people to employ you. Think of things that you can do. And then we have product launch support. So what do you do? How can you monetize your skill in the product launch support line? You prepare everything needed to go live smoothly. I don't know if this particular conversation is boring to you people, because I don't know. Product management is interesting to me, but I just sense that hope you guys are not bored like this. I hope I'm not saying too much technical stuff. I mean, content writing virtual assistant is very relatable, but because of the fact that I have student of my cohort that did product management, that's I'm spending so much time on this. Okay, but I'll quickly wrap it up now so that I won't bore you guys too much. So we have I'm talking about product launch support. So what you can do is that you can prepare everything that a company needs to go live smoothly. You get, like, okay, now you have talked to WhatsApp owner. WhatsApp owner is ready to launch. You get, okay, message. So WhatsApp owner is ready to launch. And then you're telling them, okay, great. Thank you very much. I'm seeing your feedback. Thank you very much. So now they're ready to launch. They bought your idea, they're ready to launch. You can also position yourself as a product manager, that what I will do is that everything that you need to launch your product smoothly, the final checks, the messaging, the testing, the analytics, the handover, everything that you need to do, I'm going to help you. So that's what they call launch support. When they want to launch a product, all hands must be on deck. Because the thing is, when, let's say, a feature now, you decide that you want to launch the feature for people to be able to print out their statement of account. Have you realized that, okay, let me use this one. There was a time when GT Bank updated, is it updated? I'll be upgraded their app, that they changed some features that people have to be going to bank, especially all these old people had to go to bank that I don't know what to press to transfer my money. Even me, at the point that I struggled, where is my account? If you have two accounts on your app, there are different places to check your money if it has transferred. You get that's so then they're launching that product. Their product managers are on deck to see that everyone get to understand how to use those features. You get. So finally, on product management, another way to monetize your skills, train aspiring PMs. At a point in my life on LinkedIn, what I do is Dear Aspiring Product Manager. That was all what my content was about. Dear Aspiring Product Managers. I started putting out everything I learned about product management, and I started getting DM. You get, oh, please, can you tell me how to get internship and all of that? You can just put yourself there, position yourself as an authority in that space. You start training people and you start making money from it. You get. So you see that one now. You are not waiting for a company to employ you now. You are positioning yourself as someone that can train PMs, and you're just putting that, okay, I'm going to teach you the basics, the tools. I'm going to review your CVs for you. I'm going to run mock interviews for you, set real mini projects for you, all those stuff. That, okay, you want to get employed as a product manager, right? I'm going to help you. I'm going to run mock interview for you. Maybe for 2 hours, you're going to pay me 100K. You're making money as a PM. So it's not until when you are in charge of product launch, think of different ways to make money. You get. So you can even do weekend boot camp for PMs. You can hope you are getting all these ideas. And I want to do introduction to product management with Notion with you. You get. You can say that, okay, I want to teach you user stories. I want to teach you roadmaps. I want to teach you simple metrics, all of those things. So you can even put it together as a product, and then you can sell it on different platforms, Seller, all of those things, and you're making money. You understand? So I believe with everything I've said, you already know how to monetize this your skill. So when I'm sending email, how far have you gone monetizing your skill? I should be getting positive response that, oh, this is what I did, and this is how I'm getting my money. So moving to pricing. Now, let me say this. This is my pricing. It is not, I'm not saying that this is how you should price. Please. I'm not saying this. Please, let me just take a water break. Okay, thank you. So I'm not saying this is how to price. So I'm just telling you from my research, this is what I see that people are charging. You understand? And you can also charge like that. You understand? So this is just me making pricing simple for you. I don't like the idea of people saying that, how much do you want to pay me? Please don't do that. So how much do you want to pay? How much do you want to pay lawyer now? No, you can't do that. Tell them this is my package. That's why it is good to have packages. That's why it's good to have packages. Let me just run through what I have for you, because by 7:45, I want people to ask questions, and then we are good. So the part everybody is really interested is in money. How much can you actually charge for these skills? So if you're doing copywriting, you can start with 15 to 30K, or if you're charging in dollars, you can do 50 to 100 per project, $100 per project. So this is what I do. Most times I check YouTube on what people that are offering my service, what they are charging, and I use that to, okay, can this work for me? Is this person charging too much? Sometimes a beginner, you cannot charge what people that are expert, what they are charging. So you need to check all of that. So this is just me trying to tell you, okay, I mean, if you start with 15K to write copy for, landing page, or if it's 30K, you understand what I mean now. So for content writing, you can start with 5K to 15K, or $15 to $50 per article. You get per article. Then virtual assistants, most times they usually charge hourly. So you can say 2K to 5K per hour, or $5 to $15 per hour. And then if it's product management, your project can range from 50K to 150K, or $200 to $500 per project. So I said start small, learn as you grow. Do you get? So I watched a video of a lady that said she was charging maybe $1 per word. She's a content writer. And then later she realized, no, she can actually charge better. That was when she started improving her skill, and then she started seeing what other people are charging, right? So you can start small, and then you learn as you go. So each skill has its own entry point, and it can grow as you gain more experience. So now, and to make it easier, there's a simple way to package your work. For example, using this copywriting as an example now, when someone asks, okay, what are your package? You can say, okay, for just one landing page, this is my basic package. For one landing page, this is how much I charge. Now, my standard package, if you work on Fiverr, if I work on Fiverr before, this is how Fiverr works. You have your basic, you have your standard, you have your premium package. You get, just like people say, table for one, 50K. Table for one with 2 wine, 100K. Table for one with 2 wines, a plate of food, and all of that. You get. So just make sure that you put all these your package together. You know that it will position you as the way they will see you is like, this person is a professional. This person knows what they are doing. You get. So for example, let's say content writing now. Probably I can give you these package examples. You can work with them. Let's say I content writer. Now you can say for one blog article. So for your blog article, you can say maybe a blog article is 500 to 700 words. That will be your basic plan. So I write for blogs, 500, 700 words. This is how much I'm going to charge. You understand? Then for my standard package as a content writer, 2 blogs articles plus SEO keywords. SEO is search engine optimization. I believe content writers do that. When you use SEO keywords, it helps you to get to the right people. It's your article get to the right people, right? Then you can say that your premium package, 4 blogs articles plus SEO plus I'm going to help you have a content calendar for the month. So let's say what you're doing for me is you're helping me write for my blog. You're going to write 4 articles for me. Then for your premium package, you're going to also add content calendar for the month. Then for virtual assistants, for virtual assistants, you can say that your own basic package is 5 hours of admin support. So that would consist of email management, scheduling. Then we can say that your standard package. Let's split. If I'm too fast, the link to watch on YouTube, I'm going to send it to you. So this is recorded, so you can go back to watch. So for standard, you can say 10 hours of admin support plus social media scheduling. You get. You can say for premium, 30 hours of support plus social media scheduling plus I'm going to be doing research for you. I'm going to be doing Google slide presentation. I know someone that is a virtual assistant. What she does is she has learned how to create Google slides. That if that's what you're paying her for, you'll be getting a lot of money because she has mastered the art. You know, some people have mastered the art of creating Google slides. When you see their slides, you'll be like, what in the manner of slide is this? And that's what people just. In fact, she positioned herself as someone that is good with designing Google slides on LinkedIn. And people are, of course, I have a speaking engagement now. I don't have time. I put all my words together and send it to the person. Please help me design my Google slide. How much is your pay? Okay, give me 100K, take. Give me 200K, take. So that might just be what you just be doing. And create your portfolio, put your slides that you've done. When people see that this thing looks good, they will patronize you. So finally, for product management, you can say that for your basic package, 1 hour consultation on product idea and feedback. That's your basic. You can say for your standard package, short-term project support. Like I'm going to support your project for 2 to 3 weeks. For example, I can help you define your features, help you write user stories, help you plan your roadmap. That's your standard package. You can say for your premium package, you want to do full product support launch From your idea validation to your launch strategy to your post-launch review, you'll be there to, that's your premium package. And then you say, this is the amount I charge. So if they now want to negotiate, they cannot negotiate. But when you're telling them, how much do you want to pay me? It looks like, hey, this one is even serious like this. So you have to position yourself like, you have to give them the impression that you are good at what you do and you've been doing it. Do you know that there are times that people reach out to you that help me do this? You've not even done it before. But the way you position yourself that, oh, the last time I did it for someone, I charged this thing, the person will know that, this person is not small. So don't say, I don't know how to do it. A few times people have reached out to me to help them do something, and I said, oh, it's what I can do. And now I will outsource it to someone that is good at it. Outsource, we share the pay. So you must have this mindset that money must come in anyway, anyhow. You must position yourself, even if it's something you cannot do, look for who can do it that you trust, and you share the money. So the goal here is to show you that the same skill can be sold at different levels depending on the time and value involved. So make sure when you are charging people, the time that you are going to spend on it, they are paying for your time. Some people tell you that it's not just to just design something. Tell them, you are paying for my time. You get, I'm giving you value, you are paying for my time. You get, give them options. Clients love options, and it also helps to avoid all this underpricing you. When they said, okay, this is how this is what this person's package is. Okay. So finally, finding your first 3 clients. How to find your first 3 clients? WhatsApp, Instagram, LinkedIn. So you can start with WhatsApp, your IG stories, tell people what you now offer. So after now, go and write what you do, write it down. For example, you can say that on WhatsApp, you can tell people, I now offer copywriting, content writing, virtual assistant services. If you or you know someone that needs this, I'm available. You'll be surprised how many people just need that reminder. Honestly, you'll be surprised that you just put it out there. You're surprised how many people need that reminder that, oh, I'm actually looking for someone that can do this for me. So make sure every day you're putting on your WhatsApp story, your WhatsApp status, your Instagram stories, put it on LinkedIn, let people know that this is what you can do. Then Facebook groups. Don't sleep on Facebook groups. So do you know at the point when I was selling my books with seriousness, I started joining Facebook group of students studying religious studies in different universities. You'll be amazed at the kind of groups that are on Facebook. From there, people contacted me from Jos. So please, I saw your post about your textbook. I want to buy. So join Facebook groups where your ID clients are. You understand? But don't spam them with messages. Engage with posts. Give value. When it makes sense, pitch politely, and people will patronize you. So you already know now that I've taught you how to monetize those skills. Now I'm teaching you how to find your first 3 clients. Start posting. Okay. Now, if you don't have testimonials yet, because sometimes when you put 1 or 2 free samples for testimonials, people tend to patronize you. What you can do is that do 1 or 2 free samples. Do you get? Do 1 or 2 free samples that is enough to get reviews and build trust. Do you get? So you might not need to keep working for free after that. The moment you have samples, that people can say, oh, this person did this thing for me. And then when you're asking people that, please, can I get your review? Don't say, please, can you drop a review on this product for me? No. Ask them questions that will help them tell you the story, the experience of your product. Don't just say, can you do this review for me? You can say, hello, how are you doing? Have you eaten your plantain chips? What do you think about it? How does it feel in your mouth? I don't know, just ask questions that would let them give you answer. Then you cannot put their their feedback together. Don't just say, please give me a review. Some people will even send them scripts that let me do this review and do a video. No. Ask people genuine questions, they will answer you, then you put together as your what? As your review, as your testimonials. You get, if you don't know how to ask questions, that's why ChatGPT is everybody's friend. Whether it's premium or not premium. That I just sold this product to someone, I want to get their review. Help me coin the right question to ask to get their review, and you put it together. You get. Then you can also try Fiverr, Upwork. I recommend Upwork. Then there's another one that I discovered recently, People Per Hour. There's another one, freelancer. Check all those sites, position yourself there, and sell your service. One thing about Fiverr is that, first of all, check, are people, is this particular skill, are there people that are looking for someone to offer that service there? If it's not there, look out for other freelance sites. Do you understand? So they might feel competitive, but they are good places to test your skill, build confidence, and maybe land some clients. So remember, your first 3 clients are not about making big money, right? They're about building confidence, getting testimonials, and learning how to deliver. Once you have those things, scaling becomes much easier. So I just put together scripts that you can use for code DM. You understand? Because the hardest part about reaching out to clients is not the courage, but the words. Some people want to reach out, but they don't even know what to say. So that's why I put together some simple scripts that you can screenshot if you want to, and just use it. So let's say for a cold DM now, let's say you want to approach someone directly, you can just say, hi, my name is Sarah. I help small business owners with content writing so that they can attract more customers online. Please, can I share a quick idea with you or for you? You get? Very simple. You are not begging, you are not overselling yourself. You are just telling them, okay, this is the value I'm bringing to the table and all of that. Then maybe WhatsApp status, you can say, something like, I help small businesses turn their skills into income. If you need, DM me if you need content writing service. You get? People are watching your status quietly and they are thinking, okay, I think I need this, or I know someone that needs this, and that's how. Then there is the offer post. This is when you want to create urgency. For example, now, are you ready to grow your business? I'm going to be offering social media management, service this month, and limited spots are available. So send me a DM to book yours. That you want someone to manage your social media, you understand? You want someone to help you write social media caption for your product. I know someone that what he does is help people do their CV. He will tell you, I'm going to help 10 people to do their CV for 6,000 naira this month, limited spot. People will jump on it. That's offer post. Do you get? People will jump on it. So that little phrase, limited spot, it creates scarcity in the mind of people and it makes people act faster. So don't just overthink it. Pick one, try it, and you see how much easier it gets the moment you start. Okay, so for virtual assistant, you can say, I help busy entrepreneurs with admin and daily tasks so they can save time and focus on growth. You can say something like that. Can I share a quick idea with you? Different things that you can say. In fact, you can just ask ChatGPT to help you coin script for code DM, WhatsApp status idea, and all of that. Because of our time, I want to just end it here. So for someone that is into what's it called now? Data analytics, you can say, I help businesses understand their numbers and grow smarter. DM me if you need data analytics. And for your offer post, you can say, do you want more clients from social media? I am offering content creation services this month, limited spot available. Send me a DM. Or do you want to save time and reduce stress? I'm offering VA services this month, limited spot available. Just put scarcity in their mind so that people can reach out to you. So finally, resources to grow each skill. So I don't want this session to feel like the end of your learning. So skills grow when you keep practicing and feeding yourself with the right knowledge. That's why I put together some free resources, mainly YouTube channels, that will help you continue building after this session, especially for people that are graduating from our cohort, the All Grade Circle cohort. So for copywriting, check for Alex Cartoni on, please screenshot if you want to. Snap if you want to. Check for Alex Cartoni on YouTube. You will see copywriting tutorials, freelancing tips. Check for Neville Medora. You see simple, funny breakdowns of copywriting techniques. For content writing, check for Neil Patel. You talked about blog writing, strategies, and all of that. Check for Income School. They are doing content writing. Okay, check for Income School. Then virtual assistants. Check for Abby Ashley or the Virtual Savvy on YouTube channel. It's one of the most popular VA trainers. She shares tips on landing clients and setting up your VA business. Then there's Latasha James. please, if you just every day, some people they can watch movie every day. That time that you want to spend to watch movie, sit down with this channel. If you can do it consistently for 2 months, you realize that you say you create your own YouTube channel and start teaching people and you start making money because you have learned. So it's just to create time to learn. Most times when I'm eating, I'm learning because the time choke. So as I'm eating, I'm learning. As I'm eating, I'm watching a video on communicating skill, on public speaking skill. You understand? You are taking a walk or you are walking somewhere. You are listening to stuff about content writing, or you are even cooking. You can go to YouTube and start playing and start listening. So please, there's no excuse. You have to keep growing. You have to keep learning. So for product management, check for product school, such a very beginner friendly channel for PMs. Check for Dan Olsen as well. Practical talks and tutorials on product management, roadmaps, and all of that. So thank you so much for listening to me. And now it's your turn. I'd love to hear from you. Feel free to drop your questions about getting started, how to price your services. Any question that you have, this is the time to ask your question. So please, if you're on this call, please, if you have a question, can you just raise your hand and then you can ask your question. Or you can just unmute and ask question, please. Okay, Esther Daniels, please ask your question.
Good evening, Ms. Bisola. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for this wonderful session. I've learned a whole lot and I'm grateful to you. So here's my question. You talked about teaching the skill you've learned. And though I started that at a point and I'm like, okay, can I teach this skill when currently I don't have a professional job? I mean, what would your students say? They are also looking for a job the way you're looking for, but you don't have a job. Can you still teach what you know? That's my question.
Of course. Yes, you can teach what you know. That's why when I started, I said we have at the point when I finished my product management course and I got my internship, I started writing content for aspiring PMs. See, let me tell you one thing. People, they don't know you to your house. They don't know whether you have a job or not. This is how to, one thing that is just important that they want to ask you for practical knowledge of what you have. That is why you must find a way to work on a project. For example, now, let's say you are a graphic designer, you are a UI UX designer, right? And you're looking for a job, but you can start doing your design. You can start watching videos. And when people ask you questions, the way you reply to them, they will think you are even working. You will position yourself as an authority. The way I just broke down product management, I'm not working as a product manager. In fact, all the work that I did as a product manager did not even pass maybe 6 months. You understand? But one thing is that I didn't even wait till I got the job before I started writing their aspiring PMs. So one thing that is important is that if you position yourself like you understand this thing, of which you must really understand it too, there's no question they want to push to you that you'll not be able to answer. You get? So first of all, you raise the mindset that because I'm still looking for a job, it doesn't mean anything. Do you know that there are some topics that I take, right? That it may be like 2 hours to that time, I quickly go and study on it. I quickly go and read on it. There's some topics that someone will don't reach out to you. Okay, let me give you an instance. So I'm doing my master's here, and sometimes my classmate will just send me questions because they know that okay, few times I answer questions in class, and they just ask me some questions, and even me, I don't know it. But then I'll just say, okay, give me a minute. I'll quickly go and read about it, and I'll tell them the answer. So when you start teaching this particular skill that you want to teach, times when they ask you question, it is not bad to say, oh, can I get back to you on this question? I think I would also like to ask, to give you more details on it. I would like to also ask maybe my mentor or my boss Do you understand? They will not, they won't crucify you for that. You get. But one thing is that make sure you understand whatever you want to teach perfectly well. And when they ask you question, you can say, "Oh, can I get back to you on this question?" If you realize at that moment you are caught off guard, don't stammer. "Oh, this question is kind of very complex. The answer I want to give you now, I would like to do more research and get back to you." Do you get? Very simple. So don't wait till you get a job. While you are teaching it, job will even come. You understand? Please let me know if I've answered your question, Esther.
Yes, you have perfectly well. Thank you so much, man.
Okay, you're welcome. Please, do you have any other question? We have
The question.
Samuel. Okay.
Yeah, so my current problem is monetization. I mean, how can I, because if you look at this copywriting of a thing, you will notice that majority of people now, like, is a vast how do I put it? It's a vast skill that a lot of people know to do. In fact, there are a lot of people that I message and I'm like, can I help you do this? I'm very good at it. And they're like, I that's something I can do myself.
Myself.
They don't consider writing a kind of something. And looking at it, this copywriting is very vast. So how do I stand out? How do I make sure that this person I convert you in a way that you know that when you do the job for me, you are like, yeah, something like when you do the job or they just accept me, how do I convert them?
Okay. So one way that I know that you can convert a client is when you have proof to show the client that I wrote this copy for this company and this is the amount they are able to make. That's one major way. See, someone can tell you that, oh, when you are sending your package or your portfolio to me, if you're showing me proofs of people that you worked for and this is how you have been able to make. So one way in which you, let's say you've not worked for a company before, one thing you can do for yourself is that maybe you have a friend that has something that she's selling. Maybe you have a friend that is selling, let's say, perfume now, right? And they tell the person that let's do 1 week sale. For each day, I'm going to be writing copy for you for that sale. Now you are documenting how many perfume were you able to sell that day. You document it. The next day, in a week, with the words that you've coined, how many perfumes were you able to sell? If you are able to give proof that, so I wrote copy for this person that is selling perfume, and this is what this person is able to make, right? There's no way when people see proof, they will patronize you. That's one. The second thing is that while you are waiting for someone to convert your client, how are you positioned online? You can create your Instagram page and start dishing out content about copywriting. You can start writing on LinkedIn about copywriting. You get? So I believe that people, it is until when they see proof that, oh, this person can do this thing, before they will want to say, I want you to work for me. I can design, right? At the point I learned Photoshop and all of that. But a lot of times, because of how busy I am, I give it to someone to do it for me. Because I know that this person is good. Sometimes I even do my design and just tell the person, please let me finish it. That's because I know that this person is good and will do well. So this example that I just gave you, if you can just try it. I don't know if you've tried it before. Samuel, have you tried writing copy for someone and then you make sales?
No, but I have copies that I've written before and I've
Okay.
showed them as proof, yeah. But I've
Did
not
you
actually
convert?
done yeah, but I've not actually done something for someone before.
Okay. So you said you've written copies before. Did that copy, did it convert? Did people, were you able to convince people to probably buy any product?
Yeah, when I say copies,
Okay.
I don't actually mean copies that okay, I wrote something about this book. They're actually like samples. Or if like me now, let me say generally, I'm a writer. I love
Okay.
writing. things like I can write a very long paragraph for a story. I just
Okay.
sit down and a lot of things start coming up, some things like that. And then
Okay.
I just a few months ago that I found that okay, I can make money in copywriting and all of that, and that was how I got into it. So I
Okay.
just have few examples. I just learned and then I wrote a few copies, just put down my notepad or my notebook, something like that. So I don't
Okay.
actually have any copies to sell, something like
Oh,
that.
okay. Yeah. So how it works for copywriters is that they want to see proof that you did those copies that you wrote, it has been able to convert sales. Because I mean, most things about copywriting is you must be able to convert people to, maybe you want people to go and download an app. You get, you're able to persuade them to do that thing, to act. So you must do that. So that's why I gave an example that look around you. Your friends are selling something. Tell them, I want to help you write a copy. Make it a project for yourself. I'm going to be helping you to be writing a copy for your social media page and all of that. I want to see if my words are convincing enough to convert people. Then you start documenting that. That will be what will be in your portfolio. They are going to show, okay, I wrote. So, for example, now let's say you did that for your friend that is selling perfume, right? Now, you can if you're able to convert and you have your this, you can easily reach out to perfume brands that look at copies that I've written for perfume brands that I was able to sell. And before that they can see proof, they will definitely want to consider you. So that I feel like that's how it works for copy writers. Then for content writing, of course, people need to see that you're writing. That's why you need to have Medium. You know, when you have a Medium account and you post, people comment. If your post is not getting engagement on Medium, people might not really want to consider you, except if it's someone that feel like, oh, these things that this person would resonate with me well. Let me try this person. I don't know if I've answered your question, Samuel.
Yes, I understand.
Will you try that? You do not seem convinced.
No, I have not tried. Something about this social media of a thing. It's very
Mm,
hard, especially as growing a large following is very difficult. So that's why
mm,
I mostly stick to personal stories. Like I said before, I just sit down and then write something. So
mm,
hopefully I'm thinking that might convince or convert someone because
okay.
when they see the way I write, when they see the way I put my words in order, I feel that should be able to convert them already.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
So I don't know. I think I set this meeting to end by 8. I hope it won't go off. But if it does go off, hey, maybe I'm going to check your mail. In case it goes off, I'm going to send another link to your email. Please, if you join via email, I just hope it won't go because I wanted us to finish 8 o'clock. Christiana, please, you have a question, right?
Yes, ma.
Okay.
Good evening, ma.
That's the question.
Thank you very
Good
much
evening.
for this lessons. Okay, so my question is, okay, currently, I just got a job offer, so
Okay.
it has to do with inventory, yeah, for that company.
Is that to do
So,
with what? I didn't get that.
like inventory,
Okay, okay, inventory. Okay.
yeah. So the thing is, since I started learning on this career in product management, so I don't
Mm,
know. I'm actually thinking about ways in which I can tailor it together, like the inventory job and product management.
mm,
Yeah, and some ideas are actually coming to my mind, like in the company, some ideas I could talk to the boss about
okay.
on how to improve, yeah, on how to improve the company, but then I don't actually know how to like tailor it down to product management.
Okay, that's
So that's the
actually
thing.
that's product management. So what you're saying is that the products that maybe the company is selling and all that, you realize that it could be improved. You get, so how you can tailor it to product management is that
Yes, yes, ma'am.
before you will pitch the idea to your boss, you need to first of all go and do your research. You get, and be sure that that thing you want to pitch
Okay,
to them,
ma'am.
you have asked people, the users, the end user, is it exactly what they need? You get.
Okay, ma'am.
I don't want to be
Yeah.
asking you details of the product. You understand? But let's say maybe I'm selling bottled water now, and you feel like this container is too big, or this container is not fine. Maybe I want to talk to my boss to what? To let's improve on this container. What you need to first do is that people that are buying this bottled water from your company, or people that are drinking for bottled water, do your, maybe it's just 10 people that you just reach out to, create a Google form, get their feedback on that thing. What do you think we should do better to this product? Because if you are presenting anything to your boss, you must show proof that, sir.
Okay.
So when I ask people, please, am I still in line with your question? No, but I've not debated.
Yes, you are. You are.
Okay, so that's making product management into what you're doing. That okay, so your own inventory work is aside, but now you want to also position yourself as a product manager to the company. So this is the research I did, and I realized that if we can, based on what I figure out from people's pain points, if we can do this to this bottle, it will become better. If you can probably change the paper on it, it become better. And this is why I'm saying this. And after you have done that, you also write, this is how we can do the product. Maybe we can contact somebody to help us design this. We can add this to this. So when you have that and you show it to them, you start positioning yourself as a product manager. But you cannot just say an idea that you've not tested, you've not asked people, you've not gotten people opinion. That's like one of the first things that the product manager will do. Get to know if users really need this thing and if it's in line with your company's goal. Do you get?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
then as you are working for the company, so like I said, you can still do consulting. So you can position yourself on LinkedIn as, if people need advisory services, they can reach out to you as a product manager. And what you can do is that when you start doing features review, app review on LinkedIn, people will know that, oh, this person understand what you do. This person really understand what product management is all about. So that's another way to know to position yourself. Please,
Okay, ma'am.
hope I answered your question well.
Yes, you did, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, okay, okay. Please, do we have any other question?
Good evening, Ma. Yes, Ma, I have a
Good
question.
evening. Okay.
Yes, Ma. Yes, Ma. So, Ma, I I joined because I was interested in content writing. So I do that a lot. I have
Okay.
a blog. I also put it up on my Instagram, and my LinkedIn shows that I'm a content writer, because I basically, like, content writing is focused on informing, educating, and
Okay.
I do that. In fact, I even pitched to magazines on ideas that I have. It's just that it has never really sold out. I've never really gotten people to want to patronize me. So I don't know if maybe there's something I'm not doing right.
Mm. Okay, so the thing is, first off, I've not seen your content before. I mean, I've never seen your content, but I want to believe
Yes,
that
ma'am.
is actually good. So one thing I would say is that you remember when I shared my journey, that when I learned digital marketing, content writing, copywriting, I was not even writing for people. The first project I did was publishing my own book. That was
Yes.
the first project I did. You get.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
sometimes it might take time before people start reaching out to you. You get. Sometimes it
Yes,
might be
ma'am.
like that. But the purpose of this session is that why you wait for people to reach out to you, because until when they see your growth, when they see that this person has grown, and then they can see that you are generating results, that's when they reach out to you. You get. So at
Yes,
that
ma'am.
time, try to think of what other things can you do for yourself. You can decide to have your own blog. Have you thought about that?
Yes, ma'am. I have a blog on Medium.
Great. So how is the engagement like?
I sometimes, I for Medium there's usually claps, and there are comments. There's some for I get like sometimes 7, 8 comments, and sometimes 3 comments, but I get more of claps than comments itself. But then some people who don't have the privilege of downloading Medium, because Medium you can only comment if you download the app. Most people come back to me to just comment on how they were impacted by it. So I get, I will not lie, I get comments. I get people say, "Oh, you're good. You write very well. We learned something new about what you just said. Oh, I like how you told informed us by telling us a story, by making a story like." In fact, I even get that too on Instagram. It's just that for people to now say, okay, I want you to maybe write a blog for me, or I want you to just people just wanting to patronize me is now the issue. I
Okay.
never got
So,
it.
so if I ask you now, what is your niche like? What do you write about?
I'm so I usually say I'm a creative non-fiction writer. So there's a time I wrote about brand purpose.
Okay.
There was also a time I write I also write on fashion. So I just recently wrote a fashion guide on silk and satin, the
Okay.
difference between silk and satin.
Okay.
I also wrote something on fashion, the cultural side of fashion. I I have written on. I also tell my personal stories. So there's a time I wrote about rejection. So
Okay.
I generally tell stories that anybody can relate to.
Okay.
Yes,
So
that's what
this
I
this
do.
is okay. So this is what I want to say. First off, I think you need to now research on what people are hungry for. That's
Okay.
where SEO comes in. There's some tools where, like websites where you just type the questions that people are asking.
Okay, ma.
So if I can't I think I can't remember those tools. I wrote somewhere, but I can't remember right now. You get to know the questions that people are asking, and then you start writing on those questions that people are asking. Now, when you now do that
Okay, ma.
consistently, I feel like when you do that consistently, people get it's kind of position you in a way that people, okay, this is a question. For example, now rejection might be a thing, but might not be number one on that
Okay, ma.
list of things that people want to know about.
Okay, ma.
Do you understand? So let's
Yes, ma.
first do research on what, for example, when I was citing an example on content, right? I said 10 best places to visit in Lagos.
Yes, ma.
Someone that wants to travel to Lagos is hungry to know that. In fact, the person might even want to buy. Now you are reaching out to foreign audience that want to come. So look out for trendy things. For example, now AI is something that is trendy right now. You can decide that you want to start doing technical writing about AI. You are good with storytelling, and you start talking about AI, right?
Yes, ma.
Companies that are into all this AI stuff can reach out to them, help us write content for this thing. Do you get? So while
Yes,
you
ma.
are doing that, you too, you can, if you are good with doing research, you can you can produce an ebook on how to use AI to teach English.
Okay, ma.
You do your research, and one way to sell is you have to first of all get people. You have to also get your community, your audience. For example, you can decide that you want to do 1 day webinar on how to use AI to teach English or to teach
Okay, ma.
mathematics. You understand?
Yes,
When
ma.
you do that, people join because it's free. You can put them in a WhatsApp group or a Telegram group. Because if people join, after that day, they are already your audience. You get? So by the time you
Yes, ma.
decide to release your book, there are people you are selling it to. So sometimes we are even writing, maybe you are writing about rejection on Medium now. People that are going through rejection might be on Facebook or TikTok. Do you understand? Now, when you
Yes, ma.
write the content, think of different ways in which you can put it on those different platforms.
Yes,
You
yes,
can
ma.
even sell on Twitter as well, because a lot of people are going through rejection on Twitter. You understand? So don't what I would just want, don't just say, oh, because I'm a content writer, this is what I want to keep doing. Look for what is trendy. What can I do? How can I express this in another form? Do you
All
get?
right, ma. Yes,
So
ma.
please let's try that. Search, go to Google. What are the questions people are asking about AI? Sometimes when you type something on Google, right, you see that it will bring you list of some other questions that you might want to ask.
Yes, ma.
Yeah, those are the questions that people are asking. So you can decide to write on that. And then when you are writing, distribute it into your social media platforms. Sometimes when I write a content, I ask ChatGPT to, can you help me structure it to work for different platforms like Twitter and all of that. When you do that
Okay.
consistently for, let's say, a month, 2 months, when you're getting the audience, you know that this is the place for the audience for storytelling. This is the place for audience for maybe technical stuff and all of that. So the moment you're able to put all those things, this thing is work. I'm not going to lie. But if you put in the work, you can't get tired. You can't get tired. That's why I shared my journey, that it was from one place, from one thing to another. At the point I started writing copywriting, I started doing writing copy to convert students that are preparing for JAM to register with me to teach them to prepare them for their JAMB exam. So my copywriting skill came into play. I know what to write to convince them to join, even if I'm charging this amount of money. Do you understand? So it doesn't have to
Yes.
be, it doesn't have to be just writing. Just think of different ways. You know, all those people that have YouTube channels, like I mentioned, I don't know if you joined early, that you can
Okay.
help them write scripts. You get, I
Yes,
can help you write
I got
scripts.
that. I got that.
So let's just try out, and all these business coaches, send them DM, like I can do ghostwriting for you. I can help you structure your work. If you, in fact, pastors, so you know, you can reach out to pastor that I can help you transcribe your word into a book, and they will tell you, okay, my
Okay.
message is on YouTube. Go and make it into a book. That's another way. So just and one thing about God is that he will I mean the Holy Spirit will reveal different ways, you know, to give expression to these things to you. You get, but
Yes,
one
ma'am.
thing that we just have to just put in the work, and the result will show when we put in the work.
Yes, ma'am.
Do we
Thank you
get?
so much, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I
Yeah.
understand now.
Please, do we have
Thank you so
any
much.
other question before we end today's session?
Yeah, sorry, can I quickly add something to what you said? Is
Okay,
that
Samuel.
okay? Yeah. Um, regarding the question she asked, I just wanted to add that if it's possible, majority of if you read this LinkedIn, if you are quite familiar with LinkedIn, you will realize that majority of posts that you see, majority of people that write that do their write up on LinkedIn, their posts, there's this,
Mm,
there's this how do I call it? Something kind of like a sales pitch, always at the end of each of their write-up, something like
yeah.
PS. I
Mm-hmm.
do this, I do this. DM me
Yeah.
to get yours done. So I feel like since you write content and that's something you love doing,
Mm-hmm.
why not at the end of each of your content writing that you do that you post on Medium, just
Mm-hmm.
just tell yourself at the end of each write-up that, oh, you just read my content, you just read my content, and I'm sure you loved it. So why not just send me just
Mm-hmm.
something like that? Always add it at the end of each of your content. So
Mm-hmm.
that might, you understand. So that's just what I wanted to add.
Yes, that works as well. That works as well. So I have to end this call now. But before I do that, I just want to quickly let you know that this session is powered by Upgrade Circle. I already told you about Upgrade Circle earlier. So if you want to learn the skill, what you need to do is go to our Instagram page, the Upgrade Circle. The link to apply is there. What I do is I design a curriculum for you. If you're a beginner, if you're at the intermediate level, and then there's an accountability group where you drop your report every day for 30 days, and then after that we talk about how to monetize those skills. So what I do is, if you're starting at the beginner level, I help you design your curriculum and all of that. But if you want to move to intermediate level, then you might have to subscribe for that. You know, you have to pay a token. Then I create a curriculum for you for the intermediate level. Same applies to the advanced level. So thank you so much for joining. You can follow me or connect with me on Instagram, Temi_the influencer, and you can. I'm going to put it on YouTube. If you want to watch again, just search for Temi Influencer or Study with Temi on YouTube. And if you registered, I'm going to send it to your email so that you can also watch the replay. Okay. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm so glad to have you, and God bless you. Thank you. Oh, Christiana, is your hand up? Oh, okay.
You
I guess that
forgot.
was okay. Okay. All right. So thank you, Samuel. Thank you, Olawumi Adewale. Thank you, everyone that joined. I'm really, really grateful. So we can go now. Let me stop recording. You're welcome. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Comfort. Yes, I'm gonna stop recording now.